What's going on, guys? It's me, Patriot Gaming, and I'm bringing you a new series on the release date of FIFA 16. We're going in with career mode. We're going with Stoke. It was out of Stoke and Swansea. I looked at the starting lineup. I looked at the transfer budget. I thought, why not go with Stoke? They brought in a few decent signings this summer already. They've got a good foundation to their team. How can it go wrong? Hopefully, Patriot Gaming, as it says, set to take Stoke City by storm. Now, when I went into career mode, they offered me 60% increase in the transfer budget. I took it. If someone offers you free money, don't ask questions about it. Take it and be on your way to the bank, lads. Just take the money. It also gave me, I think it gave me a 5-star scout, which is never too shabby because scouting is key in here because you don't want to buy someone that's crap. It then gave me the preseason tournaments. I've heard a little bit about this. It gives EA done well to try and get people to play the friendlies because no one ever really did. I decided to not go too brave with it. Obviously, there's some big teams in there. The highest money fee of winning it, prize money, would be 7 million. But I decided to go with the least money. There weren't too. The competition was a little bit less. Still get a decent amount of money on top of the 60% increase we did get. So I just thought it'd be the safe way to go. So we went into our inboxes. We had 7 messages. One message inviting us to the tournament. They wanted us to get to the last 16 of the cup. They had already scouted a few strikers that they should bring to the team. So after I saw that, I thought, why not go in and see how the team is looking? Pick a formation that I like to go with, which is normally the 4-3-3 at the start of career mode. And then as we develop, get comfortable with the game, I will change it up, change the positions around and see how we go. So obviously Stoke brought in their marquee signing this summer, who's Shaqiri. Obviously, as you can see on screen, he does start off injured, so he probably won't feature much in the preseason games, but they do have a few decent players, the likes of Bohan. They've got Juve up top that could cause problems. They got Arnautovic. They brought in Van Ginkel, known from Chelsea. Jeff Cameron at centre-back position is a very, very good centre-back this year on FIFA. I used him in career mode. Ultimate Team, I do beg your pardon. And we also have Muniaesta, 75 rated. 84 jumping. When I saw that, I was astounded. He has some very, very nice stats, and he is looking like a very good player. Obviously, our defense isn't the best in the world. We do have a few decent players in there. We've got the likes of Glenn Johnson signing on a free from Liverpool. We've also got Affalay on the bench, who could cause problems out wide if need be, or I think he can actually play down the middle. I haven't actually checked that out. I know I believe he was actually a cab on FIFA 15. But he is a left mid default on this game. So we'll see how we get on. And obviously we have the youngster, probably the most promising player in our team, Butland, in goal. Then we went to go and find our first player to pick up of the summer. I decided to go in for a loan bid for Ruben Neves, an 18-year-old Portuguese holding midfielder. He's around a 74 rated player. I didn't have to scout him. I knew what he was about. And we went in for a cheeky 2-year loan deal, which is new to this year's career mode. We also went in and tried to put a 1-year loan build in for Eric Dyer, who normally does go out on loan in FIFA 15. I just wanted to test the waters and see if Spurs were willing to let him go. That got rejected, the Dyer one. However, Porto did accept the 2-year loan deal for Ruben Neves, and he probably will be one of our better centre mids. Obviously not the highest rated centre mid in the team. However, he does have some very, very tidy in-game stats, and I definitely recommend picking him up because he seems like he goes out on loan on most career modes. Then they offered us a scout report and a few strikers they picked up. They have gotten a radar from France. They offered Fekir, and I know his value is around the 20-25 million mark, so I thought, why not scout him, inquire about him, see how much they wanted, and see if we could pick him up. He'd be fantastic. On screen you just saw there Ruben Neves' stats. He's unbelievable for a 19-year-old. He can only get better in the 2 years we have with him, and hopefully if this career mode does go on for more than 2 seasons with Stoke, we could pick him up, or if we move on, we can get him with other teams. Now going into the first game in the preseason tournament, it's a tough start to the tournament. We're coming up against no other than Inter Milan, Mancini's Inter Milan. And I've got to say, they have assembled a fantastic squad. And this is my first game on the FIFA 16 career mode, so it's going to be tough. I just need to test the waters. It's a good thing to get with to use the preseason tournaments at this stage of FIFA, just so you get to a feeling of how the game plays. And we do have some tough teams in our group. We've got Zenit and Speedberg, we've got Florentina, so it's not going to be easy to qualify But we got off to an absolute blunder there. I wanted to see if Bojan has 4-star skills, and that is not the place or time to be doing it. Fofana plays it into Jovetic, who has a shot, but Butland is alert in the first minute to make the save. And this is a running theme throughout the game, Butland making saves and keeping our team in it. We got absolutely smashed. They were peppering shots from all over the place. Jovetic was causing me huge problems. He seemed to drop deep from the striker position and occupy a role just behind Fofana, and he was causing me huge problems. And then Fofana got played in there. My defense was bloody all over the place. We definitely on the back of this game need to bring in a centre back and a striker, I would have to say. And there on screen you saw another fantastic save from Butland. Going into half time it was 0-0, and we were very lucky to go into half time at 0-0. We had 0 shots, 0 on target. We were all over the place with pass completion, so I thought let's make a number of changes, see what all the players in the squad like. And I know on this year's FIFA you can make as many subs as you have on your bench in the preseason tournament, so I thought let's utilize that option and just see what other players play like. So Joselu, the new signing, came on, and Ireland came on for Bojan. Now I've slowed this down and watch this. I have never, keepers don't make touches like this. Look at that touch, that is unbelievable. Fofana gets the ball. Luckily for us, the CPU tackles Butland instead of just intercepting it, and it goes out for a corner. But when have you ever seen a keeper do something like that? It's actually unbelievable how stupid keepers are this year so far in FIFA. Hopefully they update that. But we were still getting peppered by Inter. Jovetic had a good chance there, couldn't get out of his feet, luckily for us. But it just kept on coming. It was a swarm of blue players driving at my defense. I couldn't get the ball off Melo there. Butland keeps us in it again. And definitely, I can tell already, Butland will save us on so many occasions. He's a very good young keeper on the game. I always used to pick him up on FIFA 15 career modes, and now I get to start with him on this career mode, and we definitely won't be selling him anytime soon unless an absolutely ridiculous offer comes in. But that was the end of the game. It ended 0-0, and you'll look at the stats and you'll laugh to yourself. I laughed to myself how we came away with a 0-0 there. We had 0 shots on goal. How appalling is that? I definitely need to get used to the game. But I thought the team was poor. We need to bring in some players from the transfer window. We need to do some training. And this is another new feature on I keep going to say Ultimate Team, I mean career mode. And it's basically you pick a player, you put them through a few drills that the game has, such as like I think they're the skill games that you can do, and it just boosts their stats and gets them their overall higher quicker than just them growing season by season. So I decided to go and put Juve in because he's fast, he's decent strength, but he can't dribble. I just found he's so bad at dribbling, so I thought I'd put him on the dribbling course. I also thought I'd do the same with Arnautovic, just get his dribbling a little bit higher. He's got good ball control and that, but I just thought let's just get him better at what he's already good at. I was looking at set pieces for a minute, but then I thought nope, that wouldn't be the one. So I decided to put him on a dribbling course. As I said, I decided to put it on difficulty hard, which I thought wouldn't be too bad for him because he already is a decent dribbler. So I thought maybe he would get like a C or a B because that's how they do rate them. So I put him on beat your man, and I thought he would do quite well at that, but we'll see how he gets on. Then I decided to put a midfielder in, and I decided to go with Van Ginkel. Again, I put him on a dribbling course, I do believe, because he does feel quite clunky as a player. He's quite good at passing, he's quite strong, but he does feel a bit rigid. Not as difficult this version as the Arnautovic one, but you can't expect that because he is a midfielder. Arnautovic will definitely be better. In the 4th position, we put Bojan. I decided to put him on shooting because his finishing isn't the best in the game, and I definitely like to improve that. And in the final slot, we stuck a defender. We decided to go with Munaesa, I do believe we go with. Yes, we do. And we decided to put him on a defending course just to get him better at what he's already good at. And hopefully that interceptions and stuff will go up to 80 soon enough. So we put him on 2v2 defending. I decided not to play it and go simulate all. And they weren't too bad. Well, they weren't the best, to be honest. D, I believe it was, and 2 C's. Or, no, beg your pardon, it was 2 D's and 3 C's. And that is appalling, to be honest. They should be doing a lot better than that. And hopefully that will get them higher overalls if we keep going with them. Then we got a message back from Leon about an inquiry for Nabil Fekir, the youngster that we're trying to sign at the moment. 20.5 mil
isn't too shabby for a player of 21 years old, and the stature that he is. The quality he can bring to the club would be unbelievable. Juve would be benched straight away. So I decided to put a cheeky £15 million offer in, and then I looked through our squad to see who we could actually offer up as like a bit of a bargaining chip sort of thing. No one was really there. They wouldn't really want anyone that I thought, but we'll see how it goes. Then I decided to go show interest in a few young centre backs. We look at Sully there from Hoffenheim in Germany. We also go and put an inquiry and scout report on Rugani, and I definitely want to strengthen the centre back position and bring in a few youngsters. I also go to look at Badstuber. He's not young, he's 26-year-old. He's a 26-year-old from Bayern Munich, and I think he'd be a good signing. He'd definitely be an improvement on what we do have. And we also go and put inquiry in for Jetro Willems from PSV, as our left back, I do believe, is Peters at the moment, and he isn't the best, and he was poor against Inter, so I definitely want to strengthen that position. And we also went and put an inquiry in for Holes, Andrew Robertson. Watched him in Premier League last season, thought he was very good. He looks like he's going to be a decent player this year on FIFA, so why not? And finally, we put an inquiry in for Eric Durm by Borussia Dortmund's young left back. So this is rounding up this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe to see more of my content and this series. Also, leave a comment down below saying who you want me to sign out of them players. Obviously, we'll see how much clubs want for them and we'll go from there. But I've been your host, Patriot Gaming. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button and like to see more of my content. I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.